Going to go over how to export all of the zip codes that are within your regions. And to do that, I'm going to first take a look at my map. What I've done here is I've created one region of Pennsylvania, and I can see in my map and data box I can turn that off and reveal the underlying territories. So I have territory 1 and 2. These are combined together to make my Pennsylvania region. So if I want to export all of the zip codes that are within a region, I'm going to add my public data layer of zip codes. So I'm going to click on plot data on map, and I'm going to click from server. I'm going to choose my data, and at the bottom we're going to find a list of all the zip codes. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to change it from my data to public data. Sorry about that. And I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and I'm going to find the latest list of zip codes in the United States. Now this is going to be composed of boundary zip codes and point zip codes. Real briefly, boundary zip codes are the zip codes that we all know that generally constitute an area. A point zip code is a building within a boundary zip code that receives a ton of mail but isn't defined by a boundary. So if you want a complete dynamic list of all your zip codes, you'd want to go through this process. So we're going to click plot, and we're going to bring in all of those zip codes across the United States, and they're going to be represented as little dots. I'll just make them small for now. And so this is the data layer that we're working with from our pull down list. It's going to say zip code 2019 January. So there's a couple different ways that we can approach this. First is I can click on this golden puzzle piece. If I click on that, then I can search the data inside of the select territories, click next, and from the pull down list I can choose my region, click Pennsylvania region, click next, and it's going to create a marketing list, which is essentially a subset of points. This is the quick and easy way to get a list of the zip codes within your region. So now I can see that it's a subset of these points, and if I want to add the region to it, I'm going to go down to more data, and I'm going to add the region column. I'm going to click the right arrow to bring it over, and I'm going to put it right next to my zip code name. I'll also bring over my territory, just so we have that as well. So I have zip code, territory, region, and type. If there's other information I don't need, I can remove some of this extra data by highlighting it, click left, set data columns. Now I have my zip codes, territory, and region, and then to export, I can click this list here. Another way that we can go is we can start with our global list here. And if I started with my global list, I would click on my more data to bring over my territories and regions, just like I did before. The reason why that they're on the right-hand side now is that I previously did it with my previous steps. So I'm going to close out of that. And so now we have a global list of all of the zip codes in the United States, and we have a territory column, a region column, and a type. What I can do next is filter by the region using this data filter. From the pull down list, I'm going to choose the column that I want to sort by, in this case region, and I'm going to change it to greater than 0. What this is going to do is eliminate any of those zip codes that are not part of a region. So now I have my global list in its entirety, and then I can export this way. It doesn't matter which way you go, both ways are effective, and if you have any questions, just let us know. Thanks and have a great day.